Uh, I just want to say that I have got several mails and I have tried to respond to few of them, but not to all. Still 5, 6 guys have been left whom I have to respond. So surely I will respond them today. And some I have respond to some mails and they have done it, whatever the problem with that. Again, the situation is that whatever mail I'm getting, the queries are same, like that they have not properly, check their WSL system and other things. This is just 4 to 5 mails I have left. I just want to repeat the step. The first thing is that you have to enable first your Windows subsystem for Linux. Then you have to properly reboot your system. If you are not rebooting your system, if you are not restarting your system and forcing it to open it anyway, then definitely there are some libraries which has not been installed properly. So that's why it's not working. And then from the Microsoft App Store, you have to install the Ubuntu app. And once you will open it, you have to set your username and password, and then it will work further. So this is for the guys who has Windows 10 and other. There is only one guy who is using the Windows 7 or something. I've not replied to his mail, but surely I will do today only. And for the Mac OS, I already told them that the previous lecture was quite boring for those guys who are having the Mac, because they don't need to do anything. So in a layman language, although my statement is not fully correct, but just remember that Mac has the best part. It has taken the best part similar to the Windows, and also the best part similar to the Linux. So you don't have to worry. I mean, whatever Ubuntu app could be done here, they have already given us a simple one app named as Terminal. So you have Terminal into your system. So you don't have to install anything or run any parallel virtual machine or anything. You don't have to do anything. Just in your search box, type terminal. A terminal will be open, and onto that you will practice your Linux based command, bash script, or you can directly run your Python script, R script, Perl script, whatever script you want to run, you can directly run into that. Using your terminal, you can install any software, whatever you want to do. I mean, whatever a Linux guy can do, you can simply do it on your terminal. So that terminal is, if I'll say, that is analogous to the Ubuntu app. That is, so you don't have to do if you have the Mac system. You just have to open the terminal app. That's the exact answer. And in the chat box, someone has said that instructor is forced to give the answer. That's why I'm paying or something. So I have already told it several times yesterday. So definitely another guy has missed it. Okay. Now I'm sharing my screen. So I hope everyone must have installed it, but 3 to 4 mails have been left. I'm sorry for that. I have not responded yesterday. I'll do it tomorrow. So once you have installed it properly, you have to open the Ubuntu app. If you are working on Windows 10, you just have to open your Ubuntu app. So if you are not the administrator, I'll recommend you to run the app as an administrator. So there will be no issues in installing any software. Otherwise, you have to give sudo command and add password each time if you are installing something. So if you are not the administrator of your login of your system, but if you are administrator, you can simply open it. So from here, I am opening my Ubuntu. And another thing is that in the chat box, I'll try to paste each command so that there will be no error. You'll see that, because today's session is kind of a demo session. So I'll paste whatever I'll type here. You have to in the chat box, and also in a notebook, I'll paste the command so that that will be shared to you. Okay, so as you could see that here I have opened my Ubuntu app, and this is the once in a day. If I'm opening it the first time for this day, so this message will be shown for once in a day. If I'll close it and again open it, so this message will not be shown here. So this is this is welcome to Ubuntu. This is the version name and whatever the system it is using, how much space actually this time using. So right now, as you could see that I have not run any command. So it is not taking any doing any task. So it is just using 1% of the memory. So this is the benefit of having Ubuntu app into your Windows system. instead of rebooting your system with, instead of dual booting your system with two operating system. Because right now when I have I'm not running any task, is just using a simple 1%, that's to open the space. So all my memory is shifted to the Windows operating system. Once I'll running heavy task onto this app, so it will utilize the maximum, it will utilize the more space, and other Windows operating system will be using less space. Similarly, if I'm working more on the Windows and just one or two lighter task is going on to the Ubuntu, so much more space will be allotted to the Windows system. So this is the by default a very good and a very advantageous thing to have Ubuntu app into your Windows 10. So you don't need to worry about your RAM and CPU spaces. So it's a by default. It's a very advantageous thing in Windows 10 and also the Windows 11. But whenever I'm saying Windows 10, that means Windows 10 and 11 both updated version is, because there have been a lot of query that Windows 11, same thing you have to do and it will be resolved. I have demonstrated to few of them by personal Zooms yesterday. Okay, so now I'll go with the command. So I'll type each command here, and I'm also opening a notepad. So, and I'll also, paste the commands here. So this notepad will be shared to you in the last, as well as the chat box. So first I'm going to give the commands which are of, let me write it here. So right now I'm going to give you the commands which are of system info commands. So these commands will be related to, if you want to know about your system configuration and other thing. These are the commands which will be used to know about the system commands. Like my first command is, if I want to know the date, today's date. So I just will type date and enter. You will see that the date and timing will be here. So it's Sunday, February 28th morning here, EST 2022. So at my place it's 8:38. So it is giving you. So exactly in whatever location you are, your date and timing will be shown here. Okay. So now the next is that I type cal command, so it will give you the calendar of this month. Okay, this is February 2020, and this is the calendar. So this is just a very basic thing. I'm just giving this, although it's not useful in the band formatics, but you should know these basic commands. So from the scratch, you will get to know the things. We'll proceed further with these things. Okay. So if I want to know from how much time my Linux or my app is working, so I'll type command uptime. So this means, okay, so as you could see that I just have opened in front of you, so it has been up with the 4 minute. On my Ubuntu machine, there is no extra user except the administrator, and the load is very less. There is nothing like a load. So if I run several commands, and if I open more than 3 to 4 simultaneous apps, or you could say simultaneous tabs, so then this information will be increased. So it has been used from the 4 minutes. So this could be known if you are running some scripts in the background and you forget what are the how many scripts you are running. So from that time you could say the uptime, because sometimes it gets stuck and you have to see how much commands you have already given into that. Okay, then next command is who am I. If you forget, if you have multiple user login, if you have multiple login account into a server, so this command is actually useful when you are working on a high computing server where you have someone has multiple users account, like we used to do in our PhD. Some are the personal accounts, some are the common accounts, and we used to forget from which account I'm working on. So for that, it's a who am I command, and you will get to know what are the who is from which account you have logged in. And okay, this command is not working. Single user, there is no such thing. So just skip this. So this unnamed uname minus a, actually it gives the information about the kernel. So here it is a Linux which is installed on the WSL, having the desktop this Microsoft standard, and it has the WSL2. So, and this is the kernel information. So it is you know, very few, as I said, that WSL2, if you are using the WSL2 system, so you have GUI but a partial GUI and most of the command base. This is giving the information about the kernel.
Salman, your voice breaked, so please repeat from this uname command.
Okay, so uname command is actually used to know about the kernel information. So once I have typed the uname, so it is giving all the kernel information here. Okay. Next, then there is a very good command, man command, that is used for you know, this is a manual command. Let's suppose that I forget what is the use of cal command or any other command. So you just type man command, that is manual, and it will show the manual of that particular command. Okay, so now you could see that this cal command is used to display a calendar and the date of Easter, and what are the synopsis and how it has to be described, what are the options into that. So everything has been displayed in this manual. So manual command is used to get to know about any command. If you want to know more about that, you just have to type man and then the particular command. So it will give all those commands. Okay, so I think I have typed 4 to 5 commands. So I'm just writing it here so that it will not be missed. First, I have given the date command, then calendar command, then uptime, then who am I, and uname minus a, and then manual command. So manual and then whatever command you are giving. Okay, so these are the examples, and I'm also sharing it within the chat box. So if anyone has written it wrong and if not getting the same answer, you should see the what are the spelling, and there may be some error in the caps of things. Okay, so the next is about I'm just clearing my screen. So it's a clear command, CLEAR, that's a clear command, so it will clear my whole screen. Okay, and I'm on the top of that. The next command is that I want to know the
sorry to interrupt, Dr. Salman, your voice is frequently breaking.
Okay.
Command
Praveen sir, please yeah, mute everyone. There have been disturbance. So is it fine, my voice right now?
Yes, now it's fine.
Okay, so the next command is that if I want to know about the disk users, so that is for the DF. DF is actually giving the disk users. So you could see that these are file system and this is disk users. But you could see that this is given the bit, so it's not in the human readable format. So if you want to know the disk users in human readable format, you have to type df minus h. So now you could see that it's in the 206G. So you know that it's GB. So now it is in the human readable format. So these numbers are actually not understandable easily. So df minus h is much more human readable or human understandable format. This actually gives the disk users. And another thing is that if you want to know the directory, so it will type, if you type du, so it will give the directory. So whatever, so you could see that I have a lot of directories into this. I have a lot of directories. So directory is actually similar to the folder what you say in the Windows. So I have a lot of directory, or you could say the folders into this Ubuntu, and it is giving all the space used by this. So again the same thing. It's not in the human and much more understandable format. So du minus h will give you the in the key. So okay, this folder has been 24K. This is 28K. This is 12 megabytes. So this is for the directory users. Okay.
What is the command?
it's du minus h. I'll type it. I'll type it into the chat box.
Dr. Sulman, is it possible to zoom out your screen?
Oh yeah, sure. I think it's fine. 20.
Yeah.
Sir, could you please repeat DF command?
Yeah, I'm just repeating df minus h du d minus h. So I just have actually I just have set two commands, df and du. Df is for the disk user. So df or you cite df minus h. So that will be much more human understandable results. So df minus h is showing whatever the file system I have, like my C has 198 GB space total size. So 110 has been used, 89 is free. Similarly, my F folder has 245G, 9.96 has been used, 235 is free. So this is to know the disk usage. Okay. And the next thing is that du. If you simply type the du, it will give the same result, but I mean, these are into the bits. So a long digits will be there, which is not easily understandable by us. So just to make it easy, you type du minus h. So it will give all the space used in the space used in this directory. So here you could say that I have several directories and subdirectories, and it is given the space utilized by every file and folder. Okay, so this is for to know the disk usage. And next is
hello.
Yeah.
Yes,
So I'll give for after each type command, I'll give some time to ask the query, because if I'll take questions within the sessions, it will be although I am okay with it, I don't have any problem, but other participants used to mail us that it's quite disturbing. So I'll give time after each type of command. So then you just ask your query. I'm sorry for that, but it's based on the participants' suggestions only. Some participants used to have issues with that. Okay, so the next command is free, where you will know that how much space is free. So this, you can say that, okay, this much is my total space and this is free. So again writing it into df minus h. So this notepad will be shared with you. So that's why I'm writing it here. Okay. So here you could see that there have been two things, which is memory and a swap memory. So swap memory is
Dr. Sulman, your voice is breaking.
Sir,
Okay.
while you
So
read
this,
from that note, I mean, your mic is away from this. That's why it's break kind of.
okay, and that may be thing, because I have made the notes how to go with the commands. Okay, so so this is swap method, where the memory which is not in the use. So it, when you are running the high task, so there is some swap memory which could be utilized onto that. So it's only used when you are using the heavy task and everything. So this is free things to know your memory and swap. So these are some basic commands regarding file information. If anyone has any query, I'll take 3 to 4 questions into that. So you can okay, Supriya has raised her hand. So yeah, please ask.
Sir, in the command, free command that you said, when I typed, I'm using a OS system, but
Okay.
it showed that the command is not found. It did not show me any result.
Okay, that means you are on the Mac OS.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay, so actually 99% commands are same into Linux and Mac, but there is 1% difference. So right now I don't know what's the similar command in the Mac, but there is 1% difference in Linux command and Mac command. So if you just have to say what are the synonymous to free command into the Mac, which is similar to the free in the Linux, you will get the results. So there is 1% difference into the Mac, and like in Linux we used to download the file with the wget, but in the Mac you type with the curl. So there is 1% difference into that. So whatever the important one is, I will tell, but free is not much important. You will hardly try to see how much swap memory is there. So that's why I don't remember it. But whatever the important things will be there, I'll tell in further type of marks. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And Priyanka, yeah, please ask.
When I type man command, then I gave a command for calendar, but I couldn't go back to the next command.
Okay, so that means once you have typed the manual command and you want to know about that particular command, so you tapped man space then calendar. So you want to know about the you want to see the manual of the calendar command. So there is a manual is open. Now you are from inside of that page. So you have to quit that page. So simply you just have to type, you just have to press Q button and you will be out of that. Okay, because it's a long manual, it's a long 2 to 3 page manual. So that's why you have been out of that. Just press Q key and you will be out of that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Next is Dr. Divya Singhal.
Hello, sir. Sir, when we are using du minus h command,
yeah,
in that case, it is showing the space consumption of Linux only or complete system? Because in my system, it is yes.
What is in your system?
Sir, in my system, it is giving landscape dot root space dot landscape kind of file of 12 KB.
Yeah, it's only giving about the Linux thing.
Linux thing. And sir, please discuss again free command. Why we are using free command? What is swap memory?
Ma'am, swap memory is, it's a memory which is generally not used, but when you are running heavy commands and your system is out of memory, so this is, you could say that extra memory or some memory which has been just at some other place, and it has been used in a difficult task when your system needs much more only. I mean, it's kind of an emergency situation. When it is, then only this swap memory is converted into the main memories. So this is, yeah,
it is not required much.
Yeah, if you are, I mean, if you have a 32 GB RAM and if you are running with 100 GB of sequencing files and so many parallel scripts you are running, at that time only the swap memory is actually using. So generally you will not use it. So it was just to know you that, okay, this things is also just because whenever you will need that, you will know that there is something swap memory you have heard of. That's why I have told it. It's not generally useful. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
And Gayatri, please ask.
Hello, sir. In the dh minus f command, I can't see any of the files that you mentioned. Like it should have
minus f. There is nothing dh minus f. It's df minus h and du minus h.
Yeah, exactly. Df minus h.
Okay.
Okay. I can't see, just the C drive is there. I can't see any of the other files. Like
so definitely. So that means you didn't have splitted your memory into C, D, E, and F.
No,
That's why it's just giving the C.
No. So it won't show the subfolders or anything?
No. It's just that.
Okay.
As you see that it was not showing the subfolders into my file.
All right.
It is just to the disk space, not the directory space. For the directory space is the du minus h.
All right.
Okay. Next is Guillermo. That's just please ask.
Hello. I would like to know about the swap. Swap is a kind of memory, right? And when the computer is swap.
Yeah.
When the computer use the swap memory.
I mean, when it's a memory which is, it used to swap between the free memory and the swap memory. So some memories, most of the memory space is free, but there is some memory which is for the emergency kind of situation. You could say, I'm just giving example in a layman language. It's a kind of emergency memory space is safely placed when you are running high files and your system need dire kind of much more memory. So this swap memory is converted into the free memory. So this is very rare thing you will use. I mean, yeah. Okay, there have been a lot of raising hands. Okay, I'll just take 2 questions again. Dhruv,
can you
please ask?
Can you repeat the du command? I didn't understand.
Okay. So I'm just clearing it. So
Screen is not visible.
DF.
Your screen is not visible.
Okay, okay, sir. So du minus h, df is for the disk space and du is for directory space. So du minus h will give you about whatever directory you have, it will give the space about that. So in my system, I have a lot of folders and subfolders. So you could say that it is giving the space utilized by each directories and subdirectories. Like I have VIM, so it's using K, and then there is some cache files also. And then there is some folders like hormone project and other projects. So it is using these much of space. So this is for the space having. So this is actually used when, let's suppose that you are working onto it for 2 to 3 years and your space has been full and you want to delete some files. So definitely you want to see which are the files which are taking much more space. So you want to delete it. So on that will you still the du minus h, and it will give you the, okay, these files are the larger one, and whether you want to transfer it in to somewhere or you want to delete it. So on that case, it will be useful.
So in my system, it is showing root as a username. How can I add my username?
I mean, once you have installed it, it must have asked you to give the username, but you have not done it onto that.
No, sir, it didn't ask.
Okay, so you are the administrator of your own system?
Yes, sir.
So that's fine. I mean, that's fine. You could work it on it, or I don't remember.
I can add my
you can
username
add, but I don't remember exactly. Just write it to me. I'll get back to you. I don't exactly remember the command for that, so I'll write back to you. Praveen sir, please mute this thing.
I have muted all, so you have to unmute yourself.
And I think it's enough to go, and I'm just moving to the next part of the command section because the questions are never ending. So I'll take some questions in the last. Okay. And now it was about the system info command. So now I'm just moving to the next part, although there have been other system info command, but these are some of the basic ones just to tell you about, to know about. So another thing is which you are going to use much more frequently. So these are the file commands. So how you will proceed, or how you will play out with your file. So these are the examples of file commands. Okay. So the first and most important is, I'm just first of all clearing my screen, and the first command is that you want to list whatsoever you have. So you will type ls. So once you type ls, so it will list whatever command you have. So most probably if you have installed your Ubuntu only yesterday, so your screen must be blank only because you didn't have any folder or any directories. But ls is the command for listing whatever directories or subdirectories you have. Okay, so and there is different manuals. So as I said, that different manuals for that. So if you want to know manual of ls, so you will see that it has a lot of options. Like if you type a, so it will ignore the entries. If you give the ls minus alt or lrt, so it will rearrange the things within the how you have opened the file, or within the by the name of alphabets, like these things. Let me show you. If I am typing ls minus lrt, so it is here it is only listing the name of the file. Here it is listing the file in uh, uh, Z2A format, and also it is giving the information about the file. So I'll talk about this later on. So what is this? You don't have to worry what is this. I'll talk about it later on. So these are the files which has been in Z2A format. Okay. So similarly, if I type simply ls minus lr, so okay, so here you could see that this one is actually the folder. So here you could see that it has again given in the files in on the basis of size, and then is ls minus al. So it actually gives you the hidden files also. So okay, you could see that this dot files dot vim dot wget dot profile. So these are the hidden files. So here it has listed all those files hidden as well as other files. So if I type ls minus lt, so it is giving the file as I have modified. So this one is the last file which I have modified on 12th of February. So this is in the format. So ls has a lot of listing file. You could list it by so many things, whatever you are comfortable with, and it has different options. So most probably you just have to learn. I mean, once you will start doing that, you will be using only one type of command. Like I am habitual of using minus lrt only. So similarly, you may be habitual of using some other file thing. Okay, this is giving you the listing of the file into the reverse manner. So this is February 12th. It is the last one I have opened it. So given here. So this is file listing, and then okay. So I'll suggest you to because you are doing with me, so you don't have any folders. So first I'll try to make a directory so that so right now I am making a directory. So mkdir is the command for making directory, and with the name of decode fab. Okay, so you will see that a directory has been formed. If I'll see like this, okay, you could see that on the 20th of February, right now by user Salman, at this time decode fab directory has been created. So for creating a directory, the command is mkdir. Okay, and if you want to switch into that particular directory, so you just have to change your directory. So right now, if I want to know where I am, so it's my pwd, that is present working directory. So you could see that I'm setting into the home/Salman. So I'm sitting here. Okay, now I want to switch into the decode fab directory. So I will change it like cd, that means change directory. And there have been two folders like decode practice and decode fab. Okay, so I'm just talking decode fab and switched into this. So again, if I'll see that now I am in home/Salman/decode fab. Okay, if I list this, so then definitely there is no file within this folder, so I'll get no results. That means there is nothing to list here in this particular directory where I'm setting. So this is about making a directory and changing a directory.
Sir, if I want to create one directory in already existing directory, can you show that command?
Yeah. Let's suppose I was in the home/Salman. I have created another directory. Now I'm in the decode fab, and if I type mkdir within this directory, let's suppose that type 1. So you will see that okay, now within this decode fab directory, there is another directory like type 1. So it's simple. This is type 1 is a subdirectory of decode fab. Okay, so the command is same. And if you want to remove any file or directory, so there is command remove rm. So rm is if whatever I'm going to type it here, it will give error. So just to make sure that so if I'm typing rm type 1, so this will give error definitely. Okay, it cannot remove type 1 because rm is to remove the file and type 1 is a directory. So it is saying that rm cannot remove because type 1 is a directory. So I have to type rm minus r type 1. So it has been removed, and where I'm listing it, it is showing nothing into this directory. So by this way, you will remove directories and file. So RM is for the file. Okay, so there have been few raised hands, but I'll take questions within 2 to 3 minutes. Let me make some more things. Okay, so this was about the directories, and let me take 2 to 3 questions, then I will move about the file. Okay, Surajit Chanda, please unmute yourself and ask question.
Sir, we can talk later, sir, because I'm not having this WSL not working. So I need your help later on. So I have used these directories earlier, so I'm getting it. I'm just noting it down. Yes, sir.
Okay, so today, because I have a meeting after that, so most probably you tomorrow, because although I am free after 12 here, but that will be midnight there. So you can
I'll manage, sir. I stay late.
Okay, that's fine. Then Supriya, please ask.
Yeah, sir, for creating this particular file that we made, decode_feb, after
It's
that,
not a file, it's a directory.
Yeah, sorry, directory. I'm sorry. So once I made that, and when I wanted to go back into it, so we used a command. It was
CD double dash, CD double stop. You could say double full stop.
Yeah, okay, but then it gave me a answer, or output as saying no such file or directory was found.
There must be definitely some error. So let me show you. Share screen. Yeah. So let's suppose that my present working directory is decode fab. I just want to out of this directory. I just want to go back one step back. Okay. So that means CD this double dots. Okay. Now you see that I am back of it. And if you want to go to your home directory, you just type CD. So now you are into your home directory. So this is already my home directory. So it is like home. Let me show you, like I'm just in the methylation analysis. This step 3. Hellas BS. If you see that right now I am into this home Salman methylation analysis step 3 BS bolt and other thing. So if you want to just go back, I will type CD dash dash. So I will go back directly. Or if I want to go on to the methylation analysis, so I'll type CD. This symbol will take as a home. So my home I have set at home dash Salman, and then I type it methylation. So right now I'm just directly switched to this space. Okay, if I type simply CD, so it will take me onto my home. So my home is home dash Salman. So these are the manuals of CD. I mean CD. If you simply type the CD, you will get to your home directory. If you type CD double dot, that means a one step back. And if you want to set with the particular directory, like I was into the 3 to 4 subdirectories inside, but I know I just want to go to the first one. So this hyphen, this approx symbol has given me the home symbol. That means it is equivalent to home slash Salman, and thus I just want to go into the methylation analysis. So I have moved it here.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
I hope it's clear. Yeah. And next question of Afnan.
It's not a question, but I was having problems yesterday too. But when I Googled it, it turned out that I think in the lesson we turned on the Windows subsystem for Linux option and then restarted it. But also what it said on Google that I had to do is turn on the virtual machine platform as well because of Windows 11. And then when I rebooted that, then it started working because I was getting the same problem as the person.
I said that into the some versions they have to tick the Hyper-V also and this Windows virtual platform also in some systems. So that will work.
Yeah.
Vivek.
Sir, I cannot use MDIR in my system.
It's not MDIR, it's MKDIR. MKDIR. Have I not?
Oh yeah,
typed it
MKDIR. Yes, sir. That I cannot use. MKDIR.
Why? Why?
It is showing
what is
the
the result?
command mkdir. There is no result. Basically, it is just going to.
So you just have typed mkdir, but you have not given the name what you want to create. Mkdir means make directory, but what directory
Yes,
you want
sir.
to make. So you have to give some name. Mkdir space some name. What you
I
want to
am
create.
giving the name, sir. I am giving the name, but it is not showing anything.
I mean, it's impossible. This is the first kind. Mkdir. Let's suppose that I want to create Vivek directory. See that okay, Vivek has been created here. ls minus -. Okay, let
So
me.
in
I'm
your
not
system,
shared
it
the
is.
screen. Yeah.
Your screen is not visible, Salman.
Yeah.
So
Sir,
in your
I'm just
system, it
doing that.
is it is working that I have already seen. But in my system, because
So
I
what's
am
your system?
because I am because maybe I am using the root folder. That's why it is not creating or anything
No,
like.
it's nothing. It's nothing to do with the root folder. You could create into that. Other command is
Because
working into your system.
yes, sir. Every command is working. Just the mkdir. I am giving the folder name, but it goes again to that root desktop, whatever my normal command that shows, and
I just
there is
have
no response.
typed this into the chat command instead of typing. Just paste it. Maybe just paste it and see whether it's happening or not.
Okay.
So meanwhile, Diana, you can ask your question.
Thank you. Is there a way to make a series of directories in just in one command? Like
I mean, will you please repeat the question? There is some dialect issues. I'm not getting you.
I'm sorry. Do you hear me here?
Yeah.
Is there a way to create a series of directories in just one command? Like I want to create decode live and files and images and just in one command?
So if that particular directory is there, let's suppose that decode live is there, and I want to create a sub directory within that. So I can simply give that mkdir decode live / another directory which is already existing there, and then whatever directory I want to subdirectory want to create them. You just have to give /// it will create. And if you want to create simultaneously 2 to 3 directories, it will also give, like suppose I'm giving mk directory dar1. Okay, let me share. I think the screen is shared or not. Like I just want to create more than one directories, directory 1, directory 2, directory 3. So automatically it will create 3 directories. Okay, these have been created. But if I want to create some subdirectory within that, okay, I have to give mkdir directory 1, and then within that subdirectory 1 sub. So if I'll give it a directory 1, so you could say that within that subdirectory 1 has been. So by this, I mean, if any directory is existing and you want to create subdirectory within that, you can do it. But you can't do it like this. And to make many directories within the same command, you just have to type it simultaneously with the mkdir command. It will directly create all these 3. I hope it's clear.
Yeah, it's clear.
Supriya, please ask your question. So I'll take just one question after that. Supriya, is there any query?
No, sir. No, my query was solved already too. Thank
Okay.
you.
Kumar Kashyap, it's the last question and also the last raised hand.
Yes, sir. Sir, I just wanted to know, like we are creating directories in this Ubuntu. So will we be able to access it through Windows also? Like whatever directory we are creating.
Okay.
And
like, that's a very good question. Yeah. Let me explain this to you. So like I am into this space. Is I think I'm not sure that. I'm not sure.
Please share your screen.
Yeah. So this is, as I told you, that there is some pros and cons of having WSL1 and WSL2. So this option was not in the WSL1. WSL2 has been updated within the last 6 to 7 months only. So if you have your Ubuntu within the WSL2, so then only this command will be used. So initially it was not there, and so frustrating to work into that because you can't do this. Explorer.exe, and this is the command for that, and you have to run it. So now you could see that this has been so this is my network, then WSL2, this Ubuntu, then home Salman directory 1. And if I'll go into the Salman, you could see that whatever the projects I have, methylation Vivek, I have created right now directory 1, directory 2, directory 3. So this is the way you could do, and from here you can simply copy paste the things. So this is Windows is also updating it very frequently. So this has been given the WSL2 within the last 6 months. Okay. Okay.
I'm not audible.
I hope it's.
Hello.
Hello.
You're not audible.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Is it fine now? Hello.
We can hear you.
Okay. So this is the explorer.exe command. As I said that when I type the. Hello. Yeah.
Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah. I can hear you. Praveen sir, is my voice is interrupting?
No, we can hear. Maybe it is a problem at his end.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Your voice is perfectly audible, Salman.
Okay. So this is explorer.exe when I'm typing that, and then this, this means that it has to open this particular directory where I am, my present working directory.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's.
Your voice is not coming. Hello. Your voice is not coming.
You can write in chat that there is no problem at your end. Yeah.
Sir, I have a question.
So I'm just the last one I'm talking to Kumar has asked. So here you will go to the directory whatsoever you have. I hope it's resolved, Kumar. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So next, who is asking? This is the last question I'm taking. Yeah.
Okay, sir. So with this command line, this will take you exactly where I'm working, like the current folder.
Yeah. That's why I have typed explorer.exe, and then this means explorer.exe, and then you see that there is another dot, so that means the current folder I am in. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So when I run this command, it take me to like a frequent folder, like desktop download document. It doesn't take me to the current folder. Like there should be some specific folder, isn't it?
So no, it will give that if you have typed this after space and the dot is there. If that dot is not there, so it may take you to that normal folder. So what I have typed in the chat box, if you type it, it will be the same command. If you miss this dot, space dot, it will be normal folder. So.
Okay. Thank you.
So I'm just moving to the next part of the session because it's already 50 minutes and it's still a lot to cover.
So
okay, they have not reached.
An important question to ask. Can I go
Yes.
ahead?
Yes, please ask.
Sir, I wanted to work on my user, like the one which I have, instead of a new user.
I'm not getting what you want to say.
Work on the directories which I've already created in my laptop, and not a new user. So can I work on those directories?
I mean, you have created your directories in your Ubuntu. You want to say that, or the directories which are into the Windows operating system.
Yes, I wanted to work with them and use the
So you can directly go with that CD and whatever the path of that particular directory. You have to look for this must be mntc or mnt.f and whatever directory you have. So you have to type that path, and then you will be then you will be into that folder, and then you can work onto that. That's no issue. It's a similar thing, man. You just have to do the CD, and then you have to give the path of that particular directory where you want to work. Okay, and then you can work it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, please.
Yeah. Okay, ask.
For the Explorer point X2, my PC command not found.
So that means you have WSL1. So I said that WSL1 doesn't have that GUI. So you have to change your version to the WSL2. Okay.
No,
so for that,
I have integrated my Ubuntu with the Windows in the same PC. A partition for Windows, another partition for Ubuntu.
Okay, so you have dual booted.
Yeah.
You have dual booted your system.
Reboot.
I mean, you have dual booted system. Partially, you are saying now one part is having the Windows and one part is Ubuntu. That means you have dual boot.
I don't understand. Sorry.
So you just write it to me. It will be easy to answer on the mail because there is some direct issues. Okay, I'll answer.
Okay, thank you.
So now I'm moving to next part where we will handle with the file. So directory is clear. Now we are going with the file. So okay, as I said that okay, as I said that there is a text editor which is Notepad in the Microsoft, and VI is a basic editor into that. So let's suppose you want to create some file. So you just have to open your VI editor. So here you are not using a GUI, you are using a command line. So you just type VI. VI means it will directly automatically open your VI editor, and whatever file name you want to give, so it will open and write it into that particular file name. Like I'm just getting VI and file 1. Okay, that means I'm typing that VI. This means to open the VI editor, and there should be a file which has been named the file 1. Okay, when I will enter it, so I'm out of this terminal and a VI editor will be open. Now you could see that this whatever you are saying is that VI editor, and on the below thing on the bottom line you could see that this is the new file named as file 1, and you could write it whatever you want to write, and this says that it has a 0 line and no characters till right now. So you have to write. So for writing you just have to type press I button, that means insert. Okay, now you can insert, and you could say, you could write anything. This is day 2 of session. Okay, so that means this has been written, and now I want to quit. So first I have to quit from this insert option. So for that I have to press escape key. That means now I have escaped from insert option. And if I just want to write it, if I just want to save it, so that means colon W. That means whatever has been written is been saved. Okay, that this has been saved. So you could see that there is 1 line 26 character has been written. Okay, and if I want to quit it, so I'll type Q. And if you want to go directly with the WLQ, so just write W, that means write, as well as Q. So it will automatically first save it and then quit the file. So that in this way you just write or you just create a file using the VI editor. Okay. And then if this is the traditional way of writing this, let's suppose that if you just have very few lines, so there is another command. Like here I have just first opened the VI editor and then that into that. So instead of using the VI editor, you could directly write a file by using the Linux command, that is a cat command. And then this greater than sign, that means this means to write something, and I'm creating a file 2. So it will automatically create a file 2, and whatever I'm going to write. So this is another example. Okay. You could see that a file 2 has been created, and automatically without going into the VI editor, automatically whatsoever I have to write, I have written into that. And there have been two things to view into the file. First is you just go with the VI editor, open the VI editor and see within the file with the VI2. And another thing is that if you want to see all the context of that file, you just simply type cat and the file name. Like I'm giving the cat file1. So file1 has only this line. So you could see from this cat command directly from that. So whatever in the file, it will be automatically visible onto your prompt. So this is creating the file by two means, by VI editor and by directly. So the cat command is good if you want to write just few lines instead of thousands of lines. So it's good to that. And if you just want to see if a smaller file, cat file it's fine. But if it's a very big file, so if you type the cat, so your prompt will be flood of those 100 or 1000 lines, whatever you have. Okay, so let me copy. This is two files I have created. I'll take questions within 5 to 10 minutes. Let me complete it, because if I'll take questions right now, this will be never ending session. It's already 1 hour. Okay, let me copy some big files so that we can proceed further. Is there? Yeah. Okay. Now I just have two files here, but this is I have created two files. So another thing is that if you want to have a big file, if you want to have, so how you will copy that file, particular file. Okay, so I'm just copying. CP means copy. So I'm copying. I have a file which I have downloaded in the last session. So I'll tell you how to download other things. So here I'm just showing you how to copy the file. So I'm just copying it from the another directory. So I just know the path of my directory, that it is from this previous one it has. So decode, there have been two decodes, if I'll say. So this is two decodes, decode practice last year. And within that, there have been so many files. Like I just want to copy this annual one. Okay, so that means this has been copied and I want to copy it here only. So this dot means whatever your present situation, whatever your present place is. So if I'll type this, you could see that there have been one more file, that annual enterprise survey onto this. So if I'll cat with this, so you will see that this is a big file. So this has been flooded with, okay, you could see that the lines are coming onto my prompt. So it's a very big file. So now the cat command is not recommended here. It's good for few line files, but not for the big file. So here I'll just open with the PI, and I could get to know that, okay, it has 37,081 lines and this millions character, 5 million or something character. So this is a file what I have. And if I want to remove this file, I just simply said that RM will remove this file. Okay, now I have removed this file. And if I just want to go back to my previous command, I just press the scroll up button and it will directly do the command. And okay, this has been here. So next, in the next part, I will move how to play within the file. So before moving to that, I'll take 2 to 3 questions only, not more than that. So is there, KDD has already asked. Samira, have you asked any questions you can ask?
Yes, Dr. Salman, I'm not able to type anything after I created the file.
You have not escaped from that, or you have not inserted in the options. You just have to type I. So that means you will insert into the writing mode.
Okay.
Just type I. So insert mode has been there. So you can write into that.
Okay, great. Thank you.
And once you have to quit, you have to press the escape key. So that means you have escaped from the writing mode. Then you have to type colons and W. That means whatever you have written, you have to save that, and Q for the quitting. So colon WQ. So it will automatically save and quit. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's Supriya. Ask the question.
Sir, after I have typed the cat and the file2, It has like taken a few things from me, but it was not getting back to the taking the
Control C. Control C.
Acha, okay, one sec. Okay, thank you, sir. Got it. Thank you.
Sri Lakshmi.
Yes, sir. Could you please repeat the CP command? Could you please demonstrate it once again?
CP, okay, copy command. That's fine.
Thank you.
So copying is something that is CP is something what you want to copy. Let's suppose that I have this annual enterprise survey. This is my file name. I just want to copy whatever content I have into some another file. So I just have given this as a demo one. Okay. So whatever the content within this file will be copied into this demo one. You could see that
Sir,
both the content.
Could you please present your screen?
Oh, sorry. Like here I have said that whatever content I have into this file annual enterprise survey, and I just want to copy it into the demo 2. Okay, so whatever the content into that, it will be automatically copied into demo 2. So if I type that ls minus lrt, okay, you could see that demo 1 and demo 2. Demo 1 I have previously created when my screen was not shared, and it's the demo 2. So all the content of this has been already copied into this demo 2. And another thing is that what I have said that this I have done from here only. So I have removed this file. So this file has been it is present in some another directory. So if I want to copy it from that directory, like we used to copy from one folder to another folder the content. So similarly, I'm just copying the CP. So there have been two methods. If I know the place of that, so I know that just from this outside folder there is another folder name of decode fab. I mean decode practice. So if you are not exactly know, just type 2 times tab, it will give, okay, with the name of decode, there have been 2 folders, decode fab, decode practice. Okay, if I just type P and then tab, it will automatically take that. From decode practice, I know this file is there, so I can type it here. I mean, I will write down the name of that and this dot. That means it has to copy from the decode practice subdirectory this file to this place. So it has to copy this content into this place. So it will automatically copy it here. Another way is that if I don't know the folder name, so I'll just simply go to my home folder and then tab it. So it shows that, okay, these much folders I have, and here I have this decode. Okay, I have this decode practice and that annual file. It will be copied automatically here. I hope it's clear.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Gyan, please ask the question.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Hello. Is I audible?
Yeah, fine.
Sir, can I copy a particular line or particular segment from a file to another file, or it's mandatory to copy whole file?
This is not, this cannot be done with the CP. CPs, you are copying something, and if you want to play within the file, it's another thing. I'll come to that part within few minutes.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Shall we copy the entire directory into another directory in the same manner?
Yes, yeah, you can copy that. Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
And now, because we have running out of time, so I just want to speed up and tell you few things. Like suppose that I'm just typing here on my some examples. Yes. No. Okay, stats. Now okay. So next command, I'm just going to give you how to download the things from net. Let's suppose that this is a file business prices indexes December 2021 quarter CSV or something. So I just am copying the link address of this.
Sir, please share your screen.
Okay. Okay, I've not done anything. I just have tied into the Google Chrome some example files, some CSV example files to download. And the first link was stats.government New Zealand government stats. So here there have been a lot of CSV files. So I just want to explain how to download it from, how to download a file from the internet. So let's suppose that it is a business financial data. This is the file. So I'm just copying the link address from here, and I'm just coming onto my Ubuntu, and the command for downloading anything is wget. So wget and then this colon, and this, once you will right click it, whatever has been copied onto your clipboard, it will be pasted here. Okay, so I'll just type this. Okay, first what it has done, it has connected to the www.stats government New Zealand from this website, and then HTTP request has been sent. If there is no prohibition to download the file, so because some websites needs to create an account and other thing, then only you can do that. So if there is no prohibition, it has automatically sent the request and they have given the response to download it, and you can simply download the file. So it has been saved onto my current working directory. So you could say that, okay, zip folder, there was a zip folder and it has already been downloaded. The same thing could be, okay, this was just example from the CSV file. So another thing I want to say from, I think, PDB, how you'll download a PDB file. Okay, let's suppose I have some structure of insulin. Okay, so this is the structure basis of insulin. I just want to download the file, so I'm just copying the link address from here and you get. So whatever the content within that, it has been downloaded. You could see within 0.02 second it has been downloaded. So wget is a very fast command. So and this wget is not, I think it's not present in the Mac. So the Mac guys have to type curl, CUFRL, curl, then the same thing. So wget is similar, curl is similar to wget in the Linux. So curl is for the Mac guys. Okay.
How do you save it in a different folder, the downloading thing?
I mean different folder, whatever in which folder you want to save it, you just type wget into that, it will be saved.
Okay, you have to go to the folder and then save it.
I mean, you will download it from the exact position you are working on. It's not like that from the Chrome you have given the permission to download. Like in the Windows, in the GUI, what you do.
Download in downloads only, downloads folder.
So you have to go to the download folder and then you do the things. This is the traditional way. Other thing is that you have to give the wget command, then you have to set the path. So that will be a complex thing, but you can do it. So otherwise you just go and just make sure with the CD your present position into the download folder and type the wget command.
Thank you.
So this is how you download the thing. So next thing is we will come to how to play within the file. So let's suppose that I have this VI demo one. It's the same content we have into this. Okay, this has around I said that this is around 37,000 lines. So this is my file, and it's a big file, and I'm not sure what is into the demo file. So if I type cat demo one, I said that it will flood my screen with whatever content inside into it. So it's a big file. So that means it's not advisable when you are dealing with big file. So if I'm not sure what is in the demo one file, I just want to see, and I can see only by few lines, few upper lines. So if I type head minus n and the file name, so automatically it. Okay. So once I have typed head demo one, I mean head command the demo one, it will automatically give the first 10 lines of this demo file. Okay, so you could see that the first 10 lines have been given. And if I'm smart enough and just can be known by one line, so I'll type head minus n. I just want to see one line and demo one. It will give the first line of this demo one file. And similarly, if you type tail command, tail demo one, so it will give you the last 10 lines of that particular file. So here you could see that it has given the last 10 line. Or if you type tail minus n3 demo one, so it will give the last lines from this. Okay, so this is just to look into the files by head and tail command. And I think it's fine. And if you want to change the name of some files, or so the command is move, that is mv. So I'm giving mv demo one to example one. So it will automatically change the name of demo one to example one. You could see that demo one is not there, but the name has been changed to the example one. So this is move command is to rename any file. Okay, now we should go to some one-liners. So if there is any query, I will take just 2 to 3 queries. I will take. Raise your hand. I think these are the same hand raised earlier, or again, Indrani Sarkar, please ask. Indrani Sarkar.
Yes, sir. Sir, will you please show me again the how to download the PDB files?
Okay. Okay, I'll show you. And KDD, please ask. What's your name? KDIDI, please ask.
Can you repeat how we can go in the download file?
Okay, I'll repeat it. Okay. Balaji M, please ask.
Hello, hi.
Yeah,
So actually,
yeah,
after enter the VA, the editor,
yeah,
after
yeah.
inserting, how to get back to the back file? I mean, if I put the
I mean,
escape, and if I put the VA editor, I have inserted some file name.
You have inserted, you have written the things you want to save it. You just press the escape key. That means you have escaped from the insert mode, and you have to press colon button.
Okay.
Colon and then W will save whatever you have written, and then Q means
Okay,
colon
then
W
we have to
Q.
Q.
So right and quit. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Just once again, it's the colon
WQ.
WQ. Then it will escape from this one. Okay.
Yeah, it should be in the small letters.
Okay, thank you.
Money, please ask.
Sir, if I am trying to download a file from PDB, it is saying that no such file or directory.
Definitely you have copied the wrong link. I'll show you again. CN Rahul.
Sir, that command where cat greater than sign file one. After that, we are typing some lines. How to
Control C.
save.
Control C. It will automatically save and quit from that.
But when I'm getting checking the lines by again hitting the command cat file one, that lines are not visible.
No,
that lines which I have typed.
No, it's not possible. I'll demonstrate again. There must be some errors. I'll demonstrate again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Supriya, this is the last question I'm taking.
Yeah, sir, I'm using a Mac, and once I type curl, I have downloaded the file from PDB, but I'm not able to put the link that I'm supposed to put, because the file, if I directly try to open, it's not opening, and I'm not able to put the link there after the curl command.
Curl, then this what you call inverted commas, and then you have to paste the link.
Link of the file once it opens, right? But the file is not opening in the first place after downloading.
So this should be, compressed file .gz or .zip kind of.
Yeah, it's a GZ.
So that means, so the same thing in the operating system Windows, it's a gunzip file. You have to first extract that. So for extracting that, there is a command gunzip and then file name. So whatever the content will be there, it will be extracted. That's why I have given another example with the CSV file. So CSV that doesn't have the compressed one, that you can open it. So what you have downloaded, it's a compressed file. So for a compressed file, first need to be extracted, then you can only.
So you suggest that I should try the CSV file instead of the PDB file?
Yeah, I mean, just to demonstrate that how to open it, but definitely you are going to work with the PDB and other things. So for that, you have to type gunzip, GUNZIP, and then the whatever file name, so it will extract it. So there may be issue that the gunzip command has not been installed into your system if you are using the first time, or if you have Mac, it's by default installed into that. Just type gunzip and the command, it will automatically extract that.
Okay, I'll check, sir. Thank you. Yeah.
Now I'm moving to the second part. We are running out of time. It's already 75 minutes. Okay, so how you will play with the file? How you will play with the file? Like I am in the VI example 1. Okay, this file has 37,081 lines. So I just want, okay, someone has said that if you want to copy only few lines or the few columns of your file, how you will do that? Okay, so these things you have to play with within the file. So like it is a very big file. So I'm just giving I'm just going to give a very good command which I prefer, which I like the most into the Linux, is the grep command. How you will grab the content from a file, because in bioinformatics most of the time you want to have some specific kind of data from a big file. Let's suppose that this has given you the industry aggregation, units, variable code, and name, other things. Okay, total income, financial performance. So this is a kind of given some incomes, which is total income. Then there is sales, and this is total expenditure. Okay, so I just want to have whatever is coming from the interest and donation. I'm just interested into those lines which have interest and donation. So what I will do is that grep this from example 1. So I want to grab whatever line which has this one from example 1. Okay, so you could see that all those line which has this thing has been pasted onto my Linux prompt. Okay, so because it has much more lines, so it was not good to see all the thing in this prompt only. So I will first I will grab everything from the example 1, and then I'll try to write it into next file. So I just have typed this greater than sign. That means this means to write the thing. So whenever in the command line you are using this, that means to write the thing. Okay, so I'm just writing interest. And you could see that a new file has already been created, interest. And if you open this interest, or by cat command, if you open it, okay, it's not. I'm just seeing the few line of interest file. So it is saying, it is giving me the 10 lines which has interest and donation. Now you could see that all the incomes are coming only from the interest and donation. Okay. So this is how you grab some few lines from a particular file. So like someone has asked how to copy few lines only. So definitely you from a big file, you just are interested in some specific kind of data. Let's suppose that this file is not from the interest and domain, it's a biological file. It has some different things. Let me flip with example, so that will be much easier. So right now I'm in a different working folder, which is related to one of my project. So here you could see there have been a lot of folders, so a lot of files. So one file is this. So I'm just going to copy it from this place to the another place. earlier I have showed you how to copy from different directory to the present directory where you are working. Right now I am in this directory hormone.project, but I will copy the file from this place to some other place. So how I'll do it? I'll just simply type the CP, that means copy the file. Which file? This shuff data I want to copy, and I want to copy it on some different folder. So this is the file, and now I am going to give the path where it has to be copied. So it should be in the home command and then decode tab. Okay, so you could see that this must be copied here. You could see that this data has been copied here. And if I'm opening this file, okay, you could see that in the last column, there have been different gender, male, female, mix, other things. So right now I'm interested only in the data which is coming from the male part. So I just grab what male from this shuff data, and I want to write it into male. So you could see that my mail folder has only the data which is corresponding to coming from the mail samples only. So in this way you just grab some data specific to your requirement. Okay, and there have been if you are not aware, because grep is a very good command. If you learn all the syntax of grep, you will learn 10 to 20% of bioinformatics and playing around the file. So just go with the man grep, that means manual, and you will see the manual. So there have been so many manuals like grep -i, grep -v, and grep -i means instead of this male, it should be smaller letter also. It should be a small m also. So once you will type I, so it will grep all the things, but usually grep -i male and data. So you could see that it has grepped the male, but irrespective of the capital or small letter. So female also has the male word into that, but it is into the small. So grep -i has copied all the things. So this is the syntax difference. Once I'm giving a grep -i, it has to grep all whatever wherever male has written, irrespective of capital M or small m. So it has copied all the file. So this is not going to work here because female also has the male word into that, but with a smaller letter. So if a file which has like healthy, it may be that healthy is somewhere healthy has been written with a capital H and somewhere with the small h. So that's grep -i healthy will grep all the lines. Okay, so irrespective of that. And sorry. And next, I just want to copy, whatever the thing except male. So grep -v I will type, and you will see that from shuff data, and I'm copying it except male. So you'll see that another file has been created, and here it has everything except male. So female mix, everything is there except the male. So this is the beauty of grep command. So there have been a lot of syntax, a lot of options have been there. So it's not possible to cover all those options, because if I'll take it, it will be a 1 hour session only for the grep command. So in this way you play around with the file with the grep. So if you master yourself into only in the grep command, 90% of your file issues will be handled only with that. So there have been some other command, but I prefer grep, and within the last 5 to 6 years, whatever content I want to create from a file, grep has solved that. So there have been some awk commands simultaneously to add another command, but if you master grep, it's fine. You don't need to worry about that. Okay, so and few guys have asked me to demonstrate again how to download the things. So here I have opened the DB file. So here is the option of download file. So I'm just going to download all the files. So it is compressed file. So I'm just copying the link address, the copy link address. And once I'll type it here, wget and this colon, and then pasting it by right click only, and just going. So it has connected. It has asked the permission for the HTTP request. Is that connected, and the files have been saved here. And one more thing which I forgot to tell you that what is this? This is the color coding is different, and if you see that this content, it's also different. So it is actually a 3-letter RW dash R dash dash. So this is reading and writing permissions. So so for read write permission. Okay, so if you are giving the permission, four word is I mean 4 is for reading, 2 is for writing, and 1 is for executing. Like if you see this file, so here the administrator, root, group, and administrator. This is for this. So here you could see that I'm only the administrator as well as the root. So root has the permission to read and write, but cannot execute the file. So this is not a non-executable file. So like here, root has the permission to read the file, to write the file, and to execute the file. And the user has also the read and execute the file, and this others also could be. So this is the permission of a particular file. So this is useful when you are working in a group and on the same Linux machine, and you have created some of your code, and you don't want that other can see that code. So on that, you just change the mode of you just change the permission of that particular thing, so that other cannot see or read your code or write your code, and you are just giving the permission to execute. So if I want to change some permission, so I just want to give the permission to everyone to some files. So I am just typing 777. I mean 7 for first one, 7 for administrator, root, and user. So all the group users. So I'm just giving the permission everything for everyone. So this is 777, and this for the interest file if I'm giving. So if you compare this again, so this so you could see that this interest has everyone has all the permission for this interest. So in this way you change the permission to a particular file. And this is actually useful when you are working in a group and you want to hide some of your files and documents. So this is what I have said that I'll tell earlier. I'll tell later. And I think it's we are already get with the time, and a lot has been told, but still a lot to be. Okay, another thing is that I said that okay, this is a .gz file. So how I will do that? There is a command gzip, and file name is dsp. And I have to come. Now you could see that this has been the file has been unzipped, and now I can open this vi2dsp. Okay, now you could see that I have extracted the file content from that, and it has been seen here. It's a this is how you unzip the file. And if I have to again compress it, then the file command is gzip, and I'll type you could see that it has again compressed the file. So this is gzip and gunzip it for compressing and extracting the files. So I think it's enough. We have already 90-minute session. So if there is any query, I'll take few queries.
Here?
Yeah.
Is it the same we expect and grep? They have the same function?
I mean same function for what?
We expect and grep.
Yeah, grep is same. Grep is same in the Mac and Ubuntu. Yeah.
Grep means the same function of the we expect.
We expect. I'm not getting you what you want to ask.
V except, sorry.
V except is some command. What I said that grep minus V. You are asking about the grep minus V.
Sorry. When we should choose one I don't know how to explain. When we use only one line in the on our data, so we use grep.
So if you have just one line, what do you want to grab from that? Obviously, you must have more lines and you want to grab some line that only you will use the grep command.
So sorry, please. What means vi?
V grep and V means that is the options from the grep. Let's suppose that when I am giving the grep only the simple thing grep and whatever content I want, it will grep. If I'm giving the grep minus I, so I will not look into the cap system. Let's suppose that in some of the file I have written healthy with a capital H, and in some of the lines I have written healthy as a small h. So once I'm typing the grep minus I, it will fetch whatever lines, whether it's from starting from the capital H or a small h. It's not, it will not care about the caps lock system. But if I'm just giving the grep and healthy, if I have written the healthy with a capital H, so it will automatically grep only those lines which have healthy written as a capital H, and it will not take healthy with a small h. Okay, and when I'm giving the grep minus V means accept that particular whatever you want to. Let's suppose that I have given grep minus V healthy. So that means I'm giving the command accept healthy, whatever the content is, just give back to me. So it will erase the lines from, in another word, if I say, it will erase the line which has the healthy and give back to the others line, grep minus V. I hope it's clear.
Thank you.
Okay, so Priya.
Yeah, sir, after I have downloaded the PDB file, and like I told you earlier, it's got that GZ something, but then when I typed gunzip in my Mac OS, it is saying that it is already taken care of in the terminal, so that's not a problem. So what I have done is, after typing CURL in inverted commas, I have typed the link of the downloaded file. And as a result, the output which was shown, it has question marks in it. So what I understand is probably the file was not read properly, if I'm not mistaken. So if you could explain what the question.
I mean, I didn't get exactly what your question. So curl command is ready to download the file. So if you have copied the link correctly, so it will automatically download the file what I have shown with the wget. And once the file is of zip, compressed file, so you have to extract that. So it depends how you are going to extract that. If the file is .gz, you have to use gunzip. If the file has been compressed with some others like extension like tar file or dz file, so you have to use, for untarring, extracting, you have to type tar command. So based on that, you have to extract the file content, then you could open it. So this is the very basic thing.
So sir, you mean to say once I type curl, I have to again type the unzipping code.
If the file is zipped, if whatever you have downloaded, if it's a zipped file, then only you have to.
What's the code for that?
So I think if it's the .gz, so the code is for gzip minus d.
Gzip minus g. This has to be typed after curl. Curl gzip minus d.
No, not after curl, just gzip, the second command. So whatever you have downloaded, and then the file name, whatever you have downloaded. Not the link of the file, what you have downloaded, what has been done, because once you have downloaded, it has been downloaded with some file name, so you have to type that file name.
Okay, I'll try. Thank you.
And this Angamba, please.
I just want to know.
Yeah,
I just want to know if using grep, can we compare two words from two files. Like how
That's
many words?
to compare two files is def command, DIFF, difference, file 1, file 2. So we'll compare, you will get the lines which are different into that.
Okay, so like if how many books, the word books is appearing in one file compared to another file, the same word books. So can we compare like that?
Yeah, difference, diff command, DIFF, difference from the, file 1, file 2, it will compare automatically, and it will give those lines which are different into file 1 and file 2.
Okay, but similar one we cannot compare, like how many books?
No. What you want, you have two files and you want to know what are the files what are the lines which are different into those files. Let's suppose that I have a file 1 which has 100. Okay, ask.
Okay, which are the words that are similar
which are
in
common
those files? Yeah,
so yeah, the same thing is that, as I said, that grep has some other options like -I, -V. So similarly, diff has other options like if you want to have the result the different line, or if you want to have the result of same lines, let's just have to type the manual of the diff and you will get to know the same lines. So these are actually, these things are not exactly remembered to me. Once I have to do that, I just go to the manual. Okay, if and just type manual of that, you will see you want to extract the different line or you want to extract the same line. I think def -V will give the different line, but just check it again if I'm right.
Okay, understood. Yeah. Okay.
Sir, can I quickly ask one last question?
Yeah, okay.
Sir, I typed gzip and the file name, but it is still saying that no such file or directory was found.
Just give type once you have downloaded with the curl command, take a screenshot of that, and whatever you are doing, take a screenshot of that and mail me. I'll get back to you.
Okay, sir, fine.
Maybe we are not understanding each other.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, that's fine. If there is another questions, they can ask, or we'll end up the session.
Sorry, I'm not able to raise my hand because I don't have that option on my Zoom window.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, okay. So from what I understood, grep is used to pick out the lines within the whole file, but this line is defined by where the enter key was pressed, right? So it's not based on sentences or things like this. So for example, in a FASTA file and those kind of things, I think it will work because the end of a line is defined by the enter key.
Escape character. Enter character. Yeah.
Okay, but if we want to do something which is more like if you have to read a text and highlight all the sentences, for example, that have a certain pattern or a word, is that possible? Like with a normal English
within a
language?
file, you want to highlight the thing.
I want to pick out those sentences which have a particular word or something like this. Will that be possible?
Yeah, that's possible. It will be, because once I am just grepping and taking it on my command prompt, you see that whatever the word I have typed, it has been commented with a red color. Okay. So it's an English file that will come up with the red color, but once you will write it into some another file, that option is, I think, not there. So I don't exactly know if you are writing it to another file and how to highlight that.
Okay.
But on the result, what you are going to see on the Linux prompt, so that has been already highlighted.
Okay. So once it is written into a file, then it becomes more. But is there any other command? I'm sorry if it's diverging from. But
no, that's fine.
So is there any other command which can now look for that word in a particular sentence, for example?
Definitely there is. I think that can also be done with the awk command, but exact sentence I don't know. So if you have some particular file and if you have some particular query, what you are looking for, so you can just mail me that particular file with the query, and I'm surely get back to you with most probably by tomorrow.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'll do that. Thanks.
I think there is no more questions because these hands have been raised earlier also. So that's fine.
Sir,
so
sorry. What is the best condition working in the PC with two partition or in the VM machine?
So if you have Windows 10, I'll not suggest you to do the two partition. I'll suggest you to download the Ubuntu app. that will be best for your RAM and other thing if you have Windows 10. But if you already have done the partition, that's fine. Don't erase it if you already have done the partition. But if you are going to work on a new system and there is Windows 10 or the updated version, just go with this Ubuntu option. That's a very wonderful, and they are continuously updating. Windows is continuously updating it. So whatever the bugs are there, they are taking care of it with each release. So that's good. I mean, within 3 to 4 months, that will be almost perfect.
Okay, please, sorry, I don't understood how to change between WS1 and S2.
Okay, WSL and WSL minus 1.
What's the steps? What are the steps, please?
Okay, let me show you.
Please share the
Yeah, I'm
screen.
just sharing it. Just give me a minute because just give me a minute. I'm coming back. So I just have opened my command prompt. It's not the Ubuntu. It's my command prompt. Someone has mailed me that WSL command is not working, and he has typed into that Ubuntu. So this WSL is a Windows command. So you have to type it into either the command prompt or the PowerShell. So once I have WSL minus L minus V, and you see that my Ubuntu is still running, and you all guys know that I'm working onto that Ubuntu. It's running, and it has used a W2 version. If I have to change the default version, what I'll type that WSL minus. And then I have to give the version 1 or version 2. Once I'll give this, so it will automatically change my version to 1. I'm not going to press enter because it will change my version. So I have to again change it. So by this you can set your WSL version. So if you have updated your WSL only on the yesterday, just type this WSL set default version, and here it's 2. So it will automatically take as a 2 as your version 2, and your Ubuntu what you have installed, it will run into this. I hope it's clear.
Thank you a lot, sir.
So could you please copy this command into the chat? The
Okay,
version.
that's fine.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, that should be in chat. That's I think all the queries have been resolved. If someone has any particular queries, they can write back to me. And yeah, I got few mails whom I have not responded because yesterday was quite busy. I have another meeting just after this. So I'm sorry that I have not get back to you within the given time frame, but surely I'll get back to you by today evening or tomorrow morning. I will get back to you. If there is no further query, I seek permission with Praveen sir to end up the session.
Yes, sir, you can discontinue. Mr. Praveen is not here, but you can.
Okay, that's fine. So let me tell that I think tomorrow is off. Let me check with this. So you must have got the schedule. So tomorrow may be off, and the next day you will learn with the R. So whatever the pre-requirement with the R that will be taken by Avinash, and you have to install R package as well as R Studio. So maybe the pre-requirements, whatever needs to be done, it will be mailed to you by today or tomorrow. and then he will also demonstrate you how to install the things if you are getting any issues with that. So it will install. And after each session, I used to get queries that you have taken the Linux thing, but what's the use of Linux? But when we are running into the R and other thing. So this is a very basic questions I came across after each session. So I just want to say that right now you may see that this session was not important at all, because whatever you are going to do, you are learning the R and you will play within that particular IDE environment. So you are going to do. So, okay, this seems may not be interested right now, but once you will be an advanced user, this Linux will come into the picture. Let's suppose that I have some Python script running into an independent, IDE, some environment like RStudio or Jupyter Notebook. I'm running into that. So, but it's good if it's good for the easier task. It's good for the few lines script. It's good for when you are playing with the very short files. It's good. But once you are doing some higher tasks, like for the past few days, I was working on the grid search, which is having more than 50,000 features of a line from more than 100 samples, human samples. So it cannot be done onto the Jupyter or into the RStudio, because your system may get crashed. It hasn't that enough space and RAM and other things. So onto that, there comes the supercomputing facilities and whatever server your institute or your university is providing. And believe me, 99.9% all those institutes and universities had the high computing facilities. Their facilities is based on the Linux machine only. And once you are running whatever your code is on the R or your code is in the Perl or Python, you have to run it by Linux command line. You don't have the option of those GUI. You can't install. Each user cannot install the RStudio or Jupyter into that system. So they have to run through this Linux terminal only. So in that things you will get to know. Okay, this is the important thing. So, and these questions asked, several guys have asked me previously. So this is the importance of learning the Linux, and it is advisable if you are going to work into the bioinformatics. Linux is the most basic thing you should know about. Okay, that's all from my side, and have a good day. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.